Paying for your CFA exam has become much easier with multiple options added, including an EMI option. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanishka and I hope you all are doing good. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all the methods, all ways in which you can pay for your CFA exam. So let's get started. But before that, if you're new to this channel, then please take 1 second to hit the subscribe button. If you've ever liked my work even a teeny tiny bit, then please join the community by subscribing to the channel. And while you're at it, do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you're notified every time I post a new video. And for the very kind people who have already subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for joining me in my journey. I hope we stay together till the end of time. Okay, so first of all, the most common payment method for the CFA exam is the credit card method. This has been going on since years. Just choose your credit card, particularly a Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Diners Club, JCB. Usually, most credit cards work, but just make sure that it is allowed for international transactions, or just make that eligible in your bank account, like in your log into your account usually through your app, and you can just enable international transactions. Many people ask me, is debit cards allowed? So it is not explicitly mentioned on the CFA Institute website. Frankly, I have never even seen or heard of it. But one subscriber of mine had told me that he had used a debit card to pay for the exam, and I kind of researched a little bit. So I have read articles where they say that in the final payment method, even if you select credit card, if you have a Visa or MasterCard debit card, you can use it. The glitches happen if your debit card is not allowed for international transactions. Again, the same method, log into your app or your account online banking and enable international transactions and increase the limit, because the CFA exam fee usually is about 1,30,000, 1,60,000, 1,70,000 depending on the exchange rates. So make sure that your transaction limit is allowed for that level and international transactions are allowed. Again, debit card is not explicitly mentioned, but people are saying basically AI is saying, and that 1 or 2 subscribers have said that they have done it. So you can try it, but personally I've only seen the credit card method work. Other than that, by the way, they've also added Google Pay, Apple Pay. You can use these two. Also, if you are from China specifically, there are 2 more that you can use. The name is, I think, Alipay. Let me just see if I'm naming it correctly. I think it's WeChat. Yeah, it's WeChat Pay and Alipay. This is only for Chinese people. Now, coming to the people from China, basically. Next, we have the pay via invoice method. This is also a very good method to lock in or buy some time, because you kind of get 30 days to be able to do this. Very simple. When you reach the final checkout page, just select the pay by invoice method, in which you will not have to pay any transaction, you will not have to pay any money. Instead, the CFA Institute will give you a PDF or a bill or an invoice, as you call it. You have to print that PDF, that bill basically, go to your bank, give them that PDF. They'll be like, okay, they will give you a form. I think it's the A2 form. You have to fill it, and then it's the bank's job to send the money directly. So it's kind of an offline method, you can say. You have to go to the bank. You cannot do this online at home. This can take up to 2 weeks. The institute allows 30 days. Once you have applied for the invoice method, you are allowed 30 days to make the payment. Many people ask me if I register during the early bird registration using the invoice payment method, but the money will get transferred after the early bird registration is over, but within 30 days, will I still be charged the early bird fee? Yes, you will, because you have locked in that price. So you can do this. In the same method, you can also opt for the money order or demand draft situation, wherein when you give the bank the PDF or the invoice, as we call it, they will give you a check in USD, which you have to courier to US to the CFA Institute. Honestly, this is not a method that I recommend, because us courier mein kabhi that check gets lost. It's a very big hassle. So if you have to use the invoice method, please follow the wire transfer method, is my recommendation. That is, go to the bank, give them the invoice, fill the A2 form, and let the bank send the money directly in USD, whatever it is. Now, in the same invoice method, you can also apply for the EMI option. This is particularly what I'm going to say now for Indian candidates only, or for people residing in India only. How does this happen? Again, normal, go pay via invoice. In the final checkout page, select I want to pay by invoice. You click that. You will get the same PDF, the bill downloaded. You'll get a period of 30 days. Within that period, you can now log into this website called EduVance, which is the page that the CFA Institute has allowed, or the third party provider that the CFA Institute allows. It's called EduVance. You go to that page, you give them the bill. You basically download the PDF or the bill to that page. They do your entire KYC, and then based on that, what they do is they send the money to the institute directly. They pay it on your behalf, and you can pay them in installments. The installments, you have to choose whatever the method you are comfortable with. I think it's between 6 to 24 months that they offer. Of course, there is interest charge, but basically it gives you a flexi payment method ki you can pay it in certain installments other than paying the lump sum. The site is called Eduvance. Okay, same method जो invoice method का follow करना, you download the PDF, you put this PDF or download the PDF to this website called Eduvance. They will do the KYC. They will see, okay, we can do this for this person. This person is, it's like asking for a loan, right? So if they say yes only, then you can do it. If they say yes, they agree, they will send the money, and you just have to pay them back in installments. For people who are from Europe and who want to use the EMI payment method, you cannot use the Eduvance payment, but a very similar method can be used via Klarna. I think it basically allows you to pay the same EMI method. Let me know if you want me to make a video specifically for you guys as well. The site is called Klarna. There is slight difference in how you approach it, but you also can do the EMI payment method option using the third party provider called Klarna. So with that, I've come to the end of this video. If you guys still have any question or want to know any method in more detail, or feel like you know need a little bit more clarity on a certain method, then let me know in the comment section and I'll be happy to help. And if you like this video, found it valuable, then do not forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Until then, keep sparkling and definitely keep learning.